There's a saying around here about dedicated dairy farmers and passionate cheesemakers, and that's who we are. It's based on tradition. There's a lot of history with Prairie Farms. It's that hands-on aspect that makes our cheese what it is. It's that labor of love, the hard work that goes into cheese making.
Oh yes, I take a lot of pride in what I do. I'm happy when somebody asks me what I do for a living, because then I get to tell them that I'm a cheesemaker.
There's a quote I like, cheese is milk's leap into immortality. So cheese is at its heart a method of preserving milk. It's a fascinating journey when you stop to think about it. From the grass, taking energy from the sun and nutrients and water from the earth, the cows getting their nutrients from the grass, passing it along in the milk, and then we bring that milk to our plant and transform it into cheese.
The intense labor that happens in the cheese vats with raking the curd, and then on the cheese tables when they're flipping the curd and they're cutting it and they're milling it, that's where the art of the cheese manufacturing comes in.
I look at cheese making as an art, backed by science and complemented by technology.
Without passionate cheesemakers, it's hard to come up with a quality product. You need that passion when it comes to making cheese. And that's what we have here, passionate cheesemakers.
Everything we do here, what we represent is built on relationships. There's a relationship, an understanding between the farmers and our cheesemakers.
The dairy farmer is everything to the cheese-making process. Without the dedicated dairy farmers bringing their milk into the cheesemakers, we wouldn't end up with the great product that we have.
We know that every truck that pulls in here is coming from happy farmers and happy cows.
There's cows that you're always attached to. They're family. They're our livelihood, they're our life, and we take good care of it. Cows' comfort is probably the most important. I'm pretty sure that our cows get treated better sometimes than we do. Our cows get fed before we do in the morning. It's important to us that our cows are happy. Happy cows are a good thing.
The cheeses that we make should have the flavor of the milk and represent the farmers.
Prairie Farms is really focused on the patrons, the farmers. I think that's the core. The focus becomes more of the farmers and ensuring the longevity of the family farm.
Our longevity is important, and that is one of the positives that we have at Prairie Farms as we look at the future.
My great-grandfather farmed, and then my grandfather, my dad, and now the boys are behind me, and maybe my grandsons will. I'm just about 83 years old, and most days work about 10 hours. I work side by side with my sons. The thing that I'm most proud of is it's a family-run dairy.
The one thing I'm really happy about being a Prairie Farms member is that Prairie Farms is about dedicated dairy farmers. We're happy to be part of that, and we're happy about the cheese that we're able to make, and we really think that we have worked with some passionate cheesemakers at Prairie Farms, which makes some great cheese.
I think the most rewarding part of my job is seeing the culmination of the efforts of everyone, from the farmers producing the milk to the individual employees producing the cheese, packaging it, presenting a product to the consumer.
We put a lot of care and effort into what we do, so you're getting an amazing product.
So maybe the most important relationship that we have is between Prairie Farms and the customers that purchase and enjoy our products. They are the reason we do what we do.